Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Defining unified international frequencies to be used during national calamities, top results of the Global Shortwave Coordination Conference. The Ministry of the Interior announces the end of period of receiving candidacy applications for Shura Council membership's 8th term. And with the aim to facilitate students' education process, a scientific discovery center is opened in the Wilaya of Bahraini. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Rosin Plevnev of Bulgaria on the death of the former Bulgarian President Dr. Jiliu Metievjiliv. Activities of the Message of Islam exhibition continue at the Royal Palace in Milan in Italy. The exhibition aims to disseminating the umbrella values of tolerance among peoples around the world and focusing on the common values, as well as eliminating all forms of extremism, violence, hatred, and calling for respect of saints and prophets. On the sidelines of the exhibition's activities, electronic exhibition was launched through advanced screens that enable the visitor to access and view all contents of the exhibition in 20 languages. In addition to video clips and short movies, the exhibition also includes scientific messages through a global media campaign that aims at disseminating the culture of coexistence, peace, and tolerance in a form of cards that depict such values in social networking and websites in various languages. The exhibition conveys a message of great significance, represented in that all people have the mission to live in harmony rather than in a war, as common values vary among religions. The 11th Global Shortwave Coordination Conference came up with several recommendations that include determining unified global frequencies to be used for human condition during national disasters and coordinating special frequencies of every participating country for its radio services on short waves. Brisbane City in Australia will be the next station for the conference in its 12th edition, after Muscat Station, which achieved great success as expressed by the participants. The main Shura members' election committee for the Shura Council's 8th term discussed in its today's meeting preparedness of election centers, roles and meetings of election committees in the wilayas of the Sultanate. The meeting, which was chaired by His Excellency Engineer Khalid bin Hilal al-Busaidi, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of the Interior, discussed a number of topics tabled on the agenda and took up suitable decisions towards them. The Ministry of the Interior announced the end of period of presenting candidacy applications for Shura Council membership for the 8th term, which continued for 3 weeks. Offices of Their Excellencies, the Walis, had received applications of citizens desirous of candidacy who met conditions stated in with Shura Council election law. According to law of Shura Council election, the Ministry of the Interior is authorized to receive candidacy applications, to check and coordinate towards them with bodies concerned, and to prepare a list of candidates' names whose applications were approved by these bodies, and to present it to the main election committee, which makes initial lists of candidates' names alphabetically without titles, and to send it to the election committee to announce at a visible place in Wali's office. Instilling awareness for the society with the importance of women participation at decision-making positions whenever the efficiency and the expertise were provided, topped the aims of work session, which was held at Omani Women Association in Muscat. The discussion session included a number of aspects and aims in the importance of women's access to seats of Shura Council in coming period. Stay tuned, because still to come in our news bulletin. Activities of the 18th Scout Forum for Colleges of Applied Sciences are concluded in the Wilaya of Sur. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Issues of joint Arab security were top topics viewed by His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Interior, with His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Ali Kuman, Secretary General of Arab Interior Ministers Council, within his consultation tour of a number of Arab countries prior to convening the 32nd round of Arab Interior Ministers Council, due to be held in Algeria at the start of the next month. Ways of strengthening cooperation between the Royal Oman Police and the Secretariat General of Arab Interior Ministers Council were the center of discussions at a meeting of His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen Al-Sharaki, Inspector General of Police and Customs, with His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Ali Kuman, Secretary General of Arab Interior Ministers Council. Moscow Securities Market MSM General Index today lost 36.3 points, comprising a decline by 0.54% to close at 6687 points. The trading value today stood at 7.2 million Omani Riyals, comprising a decline by 50.6% compared to the last session, which stood at 14.7 million Omani Riyals. The report released by MSM pointed out that the marketed value declined by 0.36% to reach about 14.9 billion Omani Riyals. A new interface for learning and instill information opened before students by the inauguration of Scientific Discovery Center at Al-Brahimi Public Library. The center facilitated with its educational e-devices, which served students and provided them information easily. The center added quality to the books of the library away from traditional methods of learning. 105 volunteers from society, health support groups in the vilayas of the Governorate of South Al-Batana were honored by the Directorate General for Health Services in the Governorate. The honoring ceremony included a number of events related to the importance of spreading voluntary culture among society segments. It was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Sultan bin Yarab Al Busaidi, Consultant of the Ministry of Health for Health Affairs. To express students' march towards carrying responsibilities and to encourage them to acquire high grade of efficiency in their profession, Oman Medical College in the Vilayah of Sohar marked the celebration of its student wearing the white coat. The celebration coincided with the students performing the oath of medicine profession, which is considered as a proof of their readiness to the next phase. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency the Wali of Sohar, with the presence of parents of the students. In order to qualify a generation of female teachers in various phases of life and train them on leadership, management, and entrepreneurship skills, the activities of Female Leaders Forum were concluded at the College of Technology in Ibri in the Governorate of Zahra. The 6-day event aimed to provide the participant with necessary information in the fields of leadership, planning, and decision-making. The forum also shed light on the significance of innovation, social contact skills, and self-confidence. After 6 days of various scouting activities, the 18th Scout Forum for Colleges of Applied Sciences ended its activities. The conclusion ceremony was held in the College of Applied Sciences in Sur. Sale activities, which were conducted for the first time, was the most prominent event of the forum in addition to scouting, seminars and workshops. The gathering aimed to develop the skills of the university students and instill on them voluntary work values. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Defining unified international frequencies to be used during national calamities, top results of the Global Shortwave Coordination Conference. The Ministry of the Interior announces the end of period of receiving candidacy applications for Shura Council membership's 8th term. And with the aim to facilitate students' education process, the Scientific Discovery Center is open in the Vilayah of Brahimi. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us at the newsroom and the studio, thank you for watching and good night.